Hello and welcome to this new video, and today I'm going to show you all the best routes for HiveMC's new Bedrock Gravity game mode. Before we start, I would like to mention a few things that may not be as obvious when you first start out playing the game. The maps are always ordered from easy to hard, and within those categories they are always listed in alphabetical order, which means that you will always get the map Apartments before the map Beehive, for example, because Beehive just comes later in the alphabet. This, however, also has the consequence that when Apartments is voted, it is always going to be the first map played, because it's simply the first map in the alphabet and the first map in the easy category, so that just makes it the first map all the time. Another thing that you might not necessarily notice at the start, but that also has a heavy impact on the game, is that the spawn points are not consistent. You spawn in the map based on how you did on the last map, meaning what position you finished in. The first map spawn point are either chosen randomly or also maybe chosen by the order you join the game in, but after that, if you finish first, you always get a consistent spawn point. If you finish second, you also always get a consistent spawn point. Your spawn point is assigned based on your finishing position. The following routes are always going to be shown from the position you start with when you finish the previous map first. This is just done for consistency's sake, and so you have a point to go off of. But I'm just warning you, you might spawn in different locations depending on if you didn't finish the previous map first. Apart from this, I'm also going to explain certain things when necessary, when they are not completely obvious just from the route I'm showing you on screen. Now enjoy, and there are timestamps in the description if you want to go to any map specifically.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flame.
This is the first of a few glitches we will see in this video. Depending on a specific setup, you can sometimes jump out of the water instantly, like you can see here. On Beanstalk, this setup is simply jumping into the top of the map, and doing that, if you go very close to the edge of the water, you can jump out of the water like this.
It's your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Data is a very special map, as you can actually do several glitches on this map that help you finish it faster. The first and most obvious path is of course just to go in the water normally, which works just fine, but is of course a little slow. The first glitch you can perform is actually very similar to Beanstalk, because you can also instantly jump out of the water. The setup for this is also simply jumping in at the top of the map. However, we're not done yet. Currently, there exists a bug in Gravity where you can land on the edge of a block, and then you kind of land in the air a few blocks above that block, and you can jump again. This sounds very obscure, but you will see what I mean, and maybe you've even accidentally done it in-game yourself. You can actually do this consistently on a few maps. However, the problem is, if you do this and you hit the ground, you will die. However, you can get around this by simply going into the portal before you hit the ground again, and in that case, you have, well, basically performed the glitch to play the map a little bit faster. This is gonna come up on some other maps later on. And no, we're still not done. There's one more thing. This also will come up on a few other maps again later on. You can actually go directly into the portal without having to go to the water at all. On Data, this is very inconsistent though, and I would not recommend you try it out. I even couldn't do this myself. I have a clip right here from somebody else. Thank you for letting me use it, because I've just not been able to do it. So feel free to try it out, but it's very difficult.
No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. How'd you cry?
On jungle, you can actually also get out of the water instantly. However, here the setup is a bit more elaborate. As you can see, I'm climbing this tree here, and the reason for that is that to glitch out of the water at the bottom, you actually have to get on the top of this tree and jump from the very top of it. This, of course, is only really worth it if jungle is the first map, because then you really have the time to climb up on the tree. Otherwise, I would just recommend to take the normal route. Lava also has a glitch where you can get out of the water instantly. However, this one is a bit weirder, as it's not done at the very edge of the water, it's actually done in the water. I'll slow the clip down so you can see what I mean. Right here, I actually don't jump out of the water right where the edge is. I jump out of the water in a block still in the water. You have to aim for that corner, and right there is where you can perform the glitch.
I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Alright, this is it. That's all maps and their best routes, and also some extra add-ons like a few glitches and portal skips that you can do. However, I just want to say that this might be outdated very soon. The game has only been out for just a bit more than a week, so we might find more better glitches or better routes that we just haven't thought of yet. But for now, this is going to give you a good baseline on what you can do in the game, and I hope this helps you.